Hi there, it's Karen here from Turquoise Treasures, and welcome back to my channel, and thank you very much for joining me once again. Today I'm going to be making a triple flip, this one. I've been watching a lady called Martyna, whose YouTube channel is Teal Tattered. You may have seen her, she has lots of subscribers. And certainly at the beginning of early in the year, she did a really lovely little series called Fabulous Flips. And I just thought they were amazing, and they blew my mind, but I thought I'd give it a go. So this was the first one she made, and I'll show it to you in a moment. And then this was number 2, and I made 2 versions of her number 3, one which was less successful than the other, but I'll show you all of them. And then we'll start making number 1. I'm only going to do, for my wedding journal, I've had a, you know, I like them all, but I think this one is the one I'm least keen on, because it's a bit flippity floppy. It's a bit top kind of heavy. It doesn't really lie flat, and maybe it's probably the way I've made it, but it just doesn't quite work for me. But I'll show it to you anyway and see what you think. Anyway, so sorry, I'm trying to get my head around what I've got to do today. This will probably be a 2-parter, just because it's going to take me a while to make this. I'm just going to do this one today. I shall do the 3rd one another day, because I also want to put that in my journal. So this is how this one works. I love this, and it's really fun to make and very effective. I'm going to probably do it very slightly differently this time to last time. I think we always, you know, just sort of adjust as you go along. She made hers with one of those CD cases with the big circular window in the middle. I don't have any of those. Well, I have now. I found one, but after I'd made this, so I'm going to stick with the way I did this, because it's just as easy to do it with a window envelope, and that's what I did. So that's the first flip, I suppose you call it, and I've just got a little journaling card in there, and just see it's been lined. That pops in there. In fact, on her one, I didn't realise till after I'd done it, the journaling card is supposed to come out the top, and this was just a tab to open it with here. So I'll probably do my second one like that, but I sort of slightly misunderstood and did it that way. So that's that flip, and then there's journaling space on the inside. Then on this one, there's a little vellum, what do they call it, coin envelope. So that just opens here, and then there's a little journaling card inside. See, it's really pretty. I think this is from, I'm trying to think what kit this is from. It's one of the, they're all Stamperia papers I'm using. And I think this was, what's it called? Dream. I think this is the Dream kit, I think. So isn't that pretty? Little bird. And then it's actually a journaling card that was in the kit, so it's got the journaling space on the back. So I popped that in there and just decorated the coin envelope up a bit. So I will link her channel below so you can watch how she did them, because she explained them very well, how she's made hers, and probably, I'm sure, better than I will. But I'll do my best. So that's that flip. And then there's journaling space if you want it on that side. And then on this final flip, there's 2 pockets with journaling cards in each pocket, or whatever you want to put in them. You could put, not journaling cards, these are tags, but I will probably make little journaling cards to go in my other one, the one I'm going to make today. So that's that. And then you just wrap it around with whatever you like, a bit of sari silk. I think she used some jute twine, and I've used some baker's twine for mine. So that's that one. And that's my little prototype. That was the first thing I made. No, actually, I think I made the other one. I think this was the second one I made, and this was the first one I made. But I think on her channel, this is number 1, and this is number 2. So this one just unwinds like that, and it flips up, and it flips down. So you've got a journaling space here, and I suppose you could journal on the back of these if you want to. I just think it would be quite difficult to journal. I suppose if you've got plenty of space, you can do it. And then these are both pockets, so I've just got a little journaling card in each. So that one goes up. So it's a case of getting this orientated right as well. And this one you pull down like that. And again, I've just put little cards from the collection, the Stamperia Dream. I still think I'm working with, it's all with the Dream collection. So I used the journaling cards that were I just die cut out of the papers because they were already set up as journaling cards. But I think probably, I keep saying journaling cards, I mean tags. These are tags, but I think you would be better having a journaling card in there. Anyway, so that's that one. As I say, I like it. I think it looks pretty, but I think it doesn't feel very practical. It doesn't feel very stable, and that could be just how I've made it. I've tried to follow her the way she's done hers, but it possibly is too big. I don't know. But anyway, and then this hasn't really stuck down very well, but anyway. So that's that one. So if you wanted to learn how to make that one, go and have a look at her channel. Fabulous Flip number 2, I think this is. All right, and then this is, I'll just move that out of the way. And then we've got Fabulous Flip number 3, which I really like. So I'm just going to move these over here because I'm not coming back to those just yet. So this is the one that's closest to what she made. But it was the one I sort of thought I'd start off by trying to do a cardstock one because she used book page for her one. Not this, it's something similar, a floral book page she used. So this is probably the closest size to the one she made. I tried to make one out of cardstock because I knew that's what I'd be doing. If I was going to make one for my wedding journal, I'd be using cardstock. But I scored it all wrong. So I made it far too wide in the middle. And then I ended up with, it's just generally too wide. And then I didn't have room to do what she did on hers. And I'll show you the correct one first, and then I'll show you my little adjustment for this one. So it's still usable. So this is closer to what she made. It's a piece of book page, fastened with some Velcro. You open it up. You've got a little tablet here. On Martyna's one, she used vellum or tracing paper, I'm not sure, for the tablet, just so that you could see the picture behind, because it's pretty paper. I wasn't sure how practical it was to write on those things. It probably is fine, but I didn't. I decided I would use some avocado dye paper instead, so that still you get the pink, so the colour all kind of still goes together. Looks like I haven't put that. I might have to trim that off a bit because although it's straight across the top stuck in, it's kind of veered off to the left here, I've just noticed, and it's almost going off the side, so I might have to trim that a bit. And then you have this little flap out. Now the idea is this should look like a single picture or single piece. So you start off with a single piece and you decorate it, then you cut it in half, because then it just looks like it's a bit like a trompe l'oeil sort of thing. It sort of deceives the eye. It looks like a single piece, but then it flips open. So then you should be able to write here if you want to. You could cover the whole area with writing paper, but because it was so pretty, I just thought, well, if you're going to write on it, I'd just write on the blank space. And then these, sorry, excuse my voice, these two flip-ups have little envelopes attached to them. So you can pop inside. I mean, they're quite small because the the whole thing is quite small. So I've only just finished these, so I think there might have been a little bit of glue attached. Anyway, so you can just then pop in your little piece of journaling card or tag or whatever you like in there. And again, there's another one at the bottom. So I thought that was quite cute and a bit different, quite nice and interactive. My feeling is, or my desire for the wedding journal is that there's going to be lots of little interactive things that are just fun to flip and open and explore, just to make it fun. They're young people. I thought they might enjoy that. So I just like this idea. as well. So I'm going to make one of these probably in a couple of weeks to go in my wedding journal as well. So that's that one. This was the one, as I say, I tried scoring it, trying to do it like this, but ended up just somehow it was all a bit too wide. I just did the fancy edge there. I haven't finished decorating it because I just couldn't be bothered. Because if I ever use it, I might decorate it, you know, for whatever I use it for. So I've just velcroed it to shut. I mean, it's fine. I mean, it's quite usable. If I hadn't done this one, I'd have probably been quite happy with this. So this one opens up. Now, because I didn't leave myself room to do a tablet, I mean, you could do a really, really narrow tablet, but that would be useless. I just did a little side pocket here. And what I've done is I've tucked in my little instructions to how to make this. So I've got all my measurements of what it should be, not the measurements it actually is, so that I can use it. I use these measurements for my when I make it for my wedding journal. So I've just given myself all the measurements that I'm going to need and where to score and things like that. And I pop that in there. I try to do that for all the things I make where I've made a prototype. I do a little card. I've got some little note cards, and I just cut them up and write a few. You know, if there's any essential measurements or anything I need to know, I put it there. Also, where I saw it being made, who by, and you know, whatever. Maybe sometimes the date that they posted it on, so I can go back and find it and watch it again. And I try to pop that in somewhere. So in fact, I think, I don't know if I've done that with the other two, but I will put a card in for each of the other two as well. And then this one, because see, I started off. This is using. I don't think the main pages. I think this page is from the Dream paper from Stamperia, but the inner cardstock is from the Imagine collection, which is really lovely. So I've used a single piece of paper, done the same thing, decorated it up with some die-cut flowers and butterflies and things, then cut it in half so that it looks like it's a single picture, and then it splits. And I made these pockets a bit big. You can tell I made this one first because I've made all the mistakes. So these pockets only just fit. I mean, you can't see them, luckily. When you close it up, you can't see that there's giant pockets underneath, but they are only just fitting on my inside pocket. These, because I used my envelope punch board, and I think I made a pocket that was, I started with a 6x6 paper and made a 3x4, I think, pocket. That bit. Let's have a quick look. This is 4 inches. Yeah, so oh gosh, it's even more. It was for a 3x4 card, so it's obviously slightly bigger than 3x4, the envelope. And did the whole 6x6 paper. So I made 2 matching. This is Maggie Holmes paper from her Flourish collection. And I made those, and they do fit, but only just. So, and this is because this is a wider card than this one. Clearly, those size was not going to work on the other flip. So my measurements actually are for the smaller size of envelope that I need to use. So that's that complicated explanation. So there we are. So that's that one. This is going to be for another time. But so back to this one. This is the one we're going to make today. As I say, it's very likely to be it will be a 2-parter, and I will post them back to back because I don't want to rush it. But I have made some preparations. So I've got a few bits all ready to go, just because I knew it would take me so long to get to make it. Having made the one, it took me ages and ages. So let's do it piece by piece. So that's the back flip. So this is the front. I'll just try and show you as I go. I haven't actually attached this, so I can move it out of the way. So this first flip is made from an envelope. In fact, this one is a bit narrower than the one I started with. Look at that. Didn't even realise I'd got a smaller one. So, yeah, you can use anything really. anything that's got a window. You probably don't even need a window. You don't have to have a window. You could just make it out of a piece of, just an envelope and cut, and you just fold in about 1/2 inch for your flip. And yeah, sometimes it's easier not to have an envelope, isn't it? A window, I mean. But I've left it open so that I can put something in the liner. Now this one I collaged around to cover around the envelope. Just did it, bit by bit, like how we do, collaging those envelopes. Sorry, I've got a bit of a sore throat today, so it's a bit croaky. Right, so this one, I thought I'd do it the way Martyna did it. Now, I don't know how this is going to work out because I haven't taken it, as you see. I've die cut a hole to cover the window, but the hole is going to be smaller than the window, so I want to see how it looks. Because I'm quite happy to cover up some of this, because I think this one had a really long window. I think this one was different. I don't know. Don't think it was as long as this one. So I thought, well, it won't matter if I cover up some of this. It's a case of whether I've left enough. So I will be discovering this at the same time as you see. So I just cut. Actually did this yesterday, so I'm hoping that the washi tape hasn't stuck too firmly. I never thought that. Washi tape's usually fairly forgiving. It does peel away. Just do it gently. Peel it away from its background. Have I got? And if I've managed to take up any of the paper, I'll just cover it with something. Yes, I think I've just caught the paper there a little bit. Right, so this is from the Janie B Journals wedding kit. So it is paper that's in the signature. So I think what I've done is I've done it upside down. Look at that. Because I haven't got enough to cover. Have I done it like that? Look at that. It covers it beautifully. The other one upside down. That was, yeah. Well done, Karen. So yeah, it was a bit tricky, and I clearly made a bit of a boo-boo. So I think I'll just have to, put something up the side there. But I think it'll be okay. Otherwise, the window is bigger than it's wider than I thought. It actually fits quite well. I may have just not quite put this on right, but it will be. It's all doable. It's all mendable. What's the mantra? You can always cover up your mistakes. Right, let's. I'm just going to stick it on, and then work from there. Yeah, that'll be all right. Okay. This is a good start, isn't it? I've got a bit warm in my. I can't get the glue off. Oh, here we go. Did a lot of gluing yesterday. Oops. Right, so I'll probably just put a few little extra bits of decoration just to disguise the fact that I've made a bit of a mistake. But it kind of gives you a bit of a head start just to do it like this. got it on. The day I get something on correctly the first time, it's going to be a bit of a red letter day, isn't it? Okay, I think that's kind of on. I think so. Where's my little bone folder? Make sure me. Right. So that's a start. Now what you can do is pop this piece under here. Getting that in the right place would be a bit of a triumph, wouldn't it? So kind of cover up your, and then you almost have, that would almost all I'd need to do. Shall I give it a go? I might put some liquid glue on that just to give me a little bit of wiggle room. Or maybe I'll just mark it a little bit. Okay, let's try that, shall we? And that will save covering the whole, well, putting a bigger piece in there. Okay. And then we'll have a look, see what I've got in the way of little pieces I can use to further enhance the front. Now, is that the right? Something's not quite right there. No. Need to come down a little. Not too bad. So when you take out your little, something's wrinkled here. This is wrinkled, I don't know why. Must be the way I've stuck it on. That's a shame. But I think when it's stuck down, I'm hoping it'll be okay, because I've got to stick it down that side and that side. That's right, and then the card will go in the top, so hopefully when it's stuck down, you won't see the wrinkle. Oh well. Such is the joy of doing these things with people watching you. Oh, do I need that? I wonder if I can just put something up the side. Got a few little tickety type things which might work. I've got something like that, which is obviously too big, but I could cut it down. Or we could use a piece of scrap paper. See if I can find something suitable. thing is, I don't want it to just look like a what do you call it? Bodge job. No. I've just been covering up my mistakes, which is obviously what I am doing, but I want to look like it's meant to be there. Okay, let's try. So if I put that along that side, put that there, it looks kind of like it's just a little bit collaged. Okay. I think I need to do a bit of inking. That piece or that piece? Where'd it gone? There it is. Yeah, so it's from the same paper, so it kind of goes. I think that's what I'll do. I think I'll get away with it. Just don't tell anybody. Ba-bum. Right, so I just pop that along the edge there. And I just ink this little funny little piece up. No one will ever know that I messed up. There we go. Oops. Yeah. There we are. Disguise complete. Right, so now we can seal up the envelope. Just put the top back on my glue. So we're going to just seal it along the side. And the bottom. Of course, a CD case makes it easier in some ways because it comes with this ready-made little flap, but I still think it's quite hard to collage around a circle, personally. I think it would be quite tricky. Alright, I think I might just ink around the edges because there's a few little white bits showing. I'll probably do a little divot at the top there anyway. Now is that sticking out? Whoop! There goes me ink. Oh, look. I think it's not quite long enough to wind that round, so I'm just going to trim that actually. I think. And then I'll have to ink it again. If I can find my inker. There it is. Grovelling under my desk to get that out. Right, just ink this edge again. Okay, so do I divot the whole thing? Yes, I think I do. Excuse me. Just take a little snip out of this, and then that'll be where the tag goes. Kind of try and get it roughly in the middle. Doesn't need to be a deep one. Okay. That's the front, and then it flips, and you have to just chop that bit off, I think. Then you need to just collage the back, but then I'm going to just give it a little cover of paper, and then I'm going to put some journaling paper over the top, I think. So, what can we put on the back here? I've got some collage papers that so I want something that will just make a nice little background, really. Is that going to go? Not too bad. I'll try that. A lot of it will get covered up anyway. Right. I should have waited, shouldn't I, and done my little divot after I... Oh well, there we go. I'd done that after I'd covered it, but never mind. Oops. Now this is the next layer, so how's that going to... I think it'll be okay, because I'm going to cover it with some paper, and I'm just wondering if I've got that handy. Excuse me. Right, yes, so I've got this cream paper to go on as a bit of journaling, make it a journaling spot, so, or I might even make a little pocket. Oh, I don't know. One thing at a time. Let's get rid of this because it's all got a big glob of glue on it. Go again. I think I'll just do a little light covering of the wet glue. I think maybe it's easier to place things. Well, for me, maybe. If it's not got the super sticky glue stick on it. Now, which way round does it go? Is that the right way? All right. Take out my little divot again. Actually, this is a bigger one than I normally would use. Is this the one I used just now? Yeah, I don't normally use this matted one. I don't know what maybe possessed me to use this one, but never mind. It's done now. Okay. Actually, the divot's quite nice size. Do I need to trim? A little bit, yes. Not too bad. So like that side and that side. Wow. That's surprising. Oh well, here we go. Right. Now, I've got this journaling card. This is from the bit of collaging I did ages ago. I think I did a video where we cut it into shapes, and I've since sewn round it. So it's all ready to go, just needs a little decoration. So I'm thinking that goes in like that. Or does it go in the other way? Would it go in that way better? Not quite sure it's wide enough to go in that way. No. Let's go in that way. And I'll put some lace on the top here. So what I need to do, it goes in like that. First thing, I think I might just round the corners. I think that would still be okay after sewing. Softens it a bit. Now I have some Mrs. Cogg's wedding images, which I rather like. Oh, I'm trying to get my top on, there we go. So I thought I might, if I can find a small enough one, it'd be nice to have a little wedding-y picture. Where are they? In here. So a lot of them look a bit big. I did try cutting this one down to see if that might work. I'm going to try tearing around it. Which may not be a good idea actually. I think I'm going to cut round it just because I'm not very good at tearing things without ruining. I'm just going to cut round her loosely. And I'll ink a little bit as well around the edge of her. I do think that's rather a beautiful image. She just about fits on there, but I think her face won't appear. It'll be just... unless I cut her down. Just cut her and put her there. cut round here. It's a bit of a shame, but it's such a beautiful image. I might do that, because then she would appear. Will she still? See if I've got anything else. I've got some images from Calico Collage. It's a case of whether I can find one I like as much that will just fit in there. That's quite a small one. Don't like her. Just trying to find something that will just appear through the window, isn't it? So I got that little image there. What have I got? Struggling to find anything small enough. Some more of these Liana scraps, wedding collage pieces. Sorry, it's taking me ages just to find the right image, but that might work. I knew this would have to be a two-parter. I'll probably still struggle to get it done in 2 parts. It's all these little decisions that can take all the time. So if I was to put that there, then that would fit in there, but that's still not going to show, is it? And the alternative is one of these little, I think I've got some paper with this on somewhere. I may have to move on and come back. I think that's what I'll have to do. One last final try. Getting buried in paper again as usual. Now I can't find the ruler. There it is. Right, I still haven't given up on her. She may still have to be cut down and put in just the right spot. But an alternative might be something like one of these. No, I don't like that. Nope, that's not going to work. It's going to have to be her or her. can always print it again, can't I? So I get the full size image. Okay, and then I'll put some lace up here. I think that might have to be... So it's going to go there. Should we try it? Time is marching on. I need to get it done. I know I don't want to rush it, but at the same time I don't want to make you sit there watching me faff about all morning. Now I think I can probably get away with the glue stick on this one. And I'll probably put a little phrase or some nice words or something on it as well. Alright, shall we have a look? See if she fits. Oh yes, there she is, and the colours go quite well with the background, so that's quite nice. Let's come off here. Okay, let's do a bit of inking around the sides. See if I can find a nice little phrase or word or something to put next to her. And we want a nice bit of lace at the top, don't we, as well? I want some really pretty lace. Maybe something that can be doubled over. Something like that, maybe. Looks suitably wedding-y, doesn't it? Probably cut too much off now, but never mind. So I do it there and then double it over. Like that. Not sure. Maybe it looks better like that. Yeah, I think it looks better like that. So I don't need as much as that, but I can use it for another one. Alright. Let's do my little topper. I'll get it the right width. So when you look on the back, it doesn't look so central. I think that's better. Alright. Okay. And put a little selection of words and phrases here. And a few I made myself that I've just printed onto vellum, just things I thought might go nice. And I have got Beautiful Bride on here, but I think I want to give them some prompts of places they can put photographs, so that would be quite a nice one to do. Like mother of the bride and mother of the groom, that would be a nice photographs to put in. Marriage vows, I'll put that on, I think. Either that, what else have we got? Or true love. Perhaps I'll put true love on there. It's very demure, isn't she? Not many girls are quite so demure these days. Right. True love there. The nice thing about the vellum, it sort of becomes part of the background. And I don't want to put too much bulk on it. It'd be quite nice to have another piece of lace on here, but I think it might catch as it goes in and out the pocket. So, and the same with having something behind the words. I think it would just want to keep it nice and flat. So I think if I just put that there, maybe I'll put a little heart or something on there too. Make sure I glue it on the right side this time. You saw my video when I was doing Roxy's challenge. I was not having a good day, and I crowned it all by just gluing something on one of these on back to front. Well, put the glue on the wrong side. Didn't glue it on in the end because obviously it would have made no sense. I wonder if I can just do a little heart on here. Got a little tray of die cut bits and pieces. It's a nice little pink heart, might be quite nice. If I can find one that's suitable. No. You never find quite the right thing that you've pre-cut. Colour's not right or something. Oh, what about a gold one? Ooh. Bit of gold. Yes. I think I'm going to put a bit of gold on there. It's getting annoying when I take off the top and the whole silver thing comes off as well. Just to finish off. Little heart. That will do it. So we have our little journaling card in there. Okay, I think that will be fine. Put my tray back. Don't get to dip into that very often. Forget it's there. All right, I think we're almost at the hour, so maybe now is a good moment to stop. So, yeah, it was inevitable that we wouldn't get too much done in the first one, but this was always going to be the more complicated thing to make, I think. So I should be able to finish it. I better try and finish it in the next video, which I will load straight after this one when I've made it. So where's the rest of my bits? They're all here. So yes, we're all in a bit of a mess. I might as well just sign off now and then just go straight on to part 2, and we'll see me complete it. Okay, thank you for joining me. Bye for now.